What is going on, guys? Thank you so much for joining us right here on Outside the Brand. This is your AEW Rampage and Friday Night SmackDown post show for June 24th, 2022. I am your host, Phil, and of course, this is Outside the Brand. Thank you so much for joining us on your Friday nights, wherever you may be. SmackDown was terrible, as it usually is. It made no sense whatsoever to even watch this show tonight because of the lazy booking and the writing that this show consists of every single week. As for Rampage, it's an extra hour of a Friday night show. You get good wrestling on there, and that is about it. SmackDown had one of the dumbest ways to get two people inside the Money in the Bank ladder match. Adam Pearce took them out of the Money in the Bank ladder match just so that they can pin the tag team champions, and now they're back inside the Money in the Bank ladder match. Does that sound anything of logic to you guys? I'm legitimately asking you guys a question. Like, does that sound logical at all?
That when I first heard it, I'm like, okay. I was like, well, there got to be a different way for them to go into the Money in the Bank. And then once he said, like, oh, yeah, you know what? To go in the Money in the Bank, you guys got to team up against the Usos. I'm like, so yeah, it was pretty dumb. It was pretty dumb.
I just don't. I just don't get it. It makes no sense. You take them out of the Money in the Bank ladder match because they didn't win, but they technically didn't lose either, so that they can team up against the tag team champions to ultimately pin the tag team champions to get back inside Money in the Bank. It just does not make any sense whatsoever. I didn't understand it. I probably will never understand it. This is just, I was just so confused. And the thing is, we had two more Money in the Bank qualifying matches here tonight. We had Sami Zayn and Shinsuke Nakamura, which was an absolutely fantastic match. I think those two absolutely kill it every time they get inside the ring. And Tamina, she got cheated out of her Money in the Bank qualifying match because I could have sworn I heard a freaking 3 from the referee. And, Tamina got screwed. There's an agenda against Tamina. Nobody's meaner than Tamina, and she should be in the Money in the Bank ladder match, not Shotzi. Boo, Shotzi. Boo.
Where's Aaliyah at?
That's what
Aaliyah apparently got hurt.
Oh my God, bro! The injury bug is out for everybody.
Okay.
But Tamina should have won in Money in the Bank, not Shotzi. Boo, Shotzi. Boo.
No, I like. Listen, what? All right. Okay.
Nobody's meaner than Tamina. If you love Tamina.
Yeah, but I like Shotzi too, and I don't want Shotzi to get released. I don't want Shotzi to get released. I love Tamina, but I don't want Shotzi to get released.
Who said anything about getting released?
We were just talking about it years ago.
Yeah, that was last week. This is this week.
It's the same stupid show. If Shotzi loses, she's getting released. If Aaliyah loses, she was going to get released. That's why we were worried about the Shotzi and Aaliyah match. We just talked about it. That's why I was confused when Tamina walk in. Stupid.
But yeah, I mean, well, if you weren't here for the little bit that I was trying to figure out what the fuck was the explanation for Drew McIntyre and Sheamus. That was so stupid.
That was the most stupid thing I've seen in my life. They're gonna take you out to put you back in. But they're
gonna take you out so that you can pin the tag team champion so that you can be back in.
That was.
What
really
kind of logic is that?
The Uso just lost for no reason.
Yeah.
And my boy Tio said it best. They have to beat the tag team champions, which obviously is not the hardest thing to do because every single week they seem to be losing. So it's not the hardest thing to do. but it just happens. It was so stupid. And like I said, Sami Zayn and Shinsuke, they killed it tonight. They had a great match for their Money in the Bank qualifier. And now when it comes to Rampage, Phoenix and Andrade, Nate, you were there. You saw a freaking classic, my man. That shit was great. And Roosh came out. Fucking Roosh.
I had no idea who that freaking dude was. Like me and my best friend were just sitting there and we was like, yo, is that freaking Santos Escobar coming out? Like, yo, who is this dude? But I was like, nah, I said he looked like him, but nah, that's most definitely not Santos. I'm like, he was just on NXT.
Just call Roosh Santos Escobar. Oh my
God. Fault. Phil. I didn't know who he was. Like, I didn't watch Ring of Honor. I didn't watch New Japan. So I didn't know who this dude was. I'm like, okay, is Santos Escobar cousin or something? I don't know. I'm like, yo, is he part of Legado? Like, what in the world? Like, who is this man?
I mean, you're not technically too far off. It's kind of like the same kind of ordeal with his staple compared to Legado, but oh my God, Santos, that's actually hilarious. I'll let it slide because you obviously haven't seen him before. But man, Roosh came out. He low blowed the motherfucker out of the goddamn water, and then he threw him in there. Double underhook DDT, and Andrade got the win. My God, this was great. And Jeff Cobb, dude, was this your first time seeing Jeff Cobb in action too?
Yeah.
How did you think he fared? I think he's fantastic in the ring, but I've seen him before, so it's kind of a bias.
Yeah, I thought he was pretty good. I was about to say, whenever you were like a big person and you could just like move like crazy, that amazes me. And this dude was hitting freaking backflips and crap, and I'm like, okay, yeah, this guy's the real deal.
How do you like that Tour of the Islands finisher that he used at the end of the match?
I
saw that power slam thing.
I saw that. I'm like, what in the world is that, bro?
He calls that Tour of the Islands, and it's absolutely one of the most devastating and one of the most protected moves in New Japan's history. Wow, how did you fare of when you saw Jeff Cobb tonight? This was probably your first time looking at him too.
I don't know who the hell Jeff Cobb is. I ain't gonna cap. I'm not like I know.
He's like a Samoan rhino.
I didn't know. He looked like
he's Hawaiian. He's not even Samoan.
Oh, hey, close. I'm close.
I figured that he looked. I forget who he looked like. Who I thought it was, but that was my first time seeing him. I didn't know who that dude was.
No, but did you like what you saw from him tonight? I mean, the Tour of the Island stuff, like I said, you didn't watch the match, did you?
I ain't gonna lie to you. Once the Hook match went off, I completely disassociated myself from the show. I did not care anymore.
Of course. It's always Hook. It's always Hook.
Of course, he has to wait until Hook go. How come you couldn't stop before Hook? You know, the Hook match.
Why would I stop before Hook?
Because I did.
That's tough.
I was there live, and I was there live. I was like, oh God, oh.
I had to see Hooky, man. I had to see that. After that match went over, I was like, "Yep, that's enough." Rampage.
So you didn't even see the ladies tag match?
Oh no, I watched it. I was watching it. I just didn't care.
So you just did not care.
Yeah, the women's tag match, I did like that. That was good. Mercedes Martinez is like perfect at everything.
Yeah, Mercedes Martinez is fantastic. Shout out to the Waterbury folks out there.
The whole time that I was there live and I saw that that Andrade and Rey Fenix match, I was like, the whole time I was there, I'm like, how are they going to edit this crap? Because I knew that it was pre-recorded and that match was long as crap. I'm like,
it was longer than what it showed because what it really showed was probably like maybe the first 15, 17 minutes of the show.
That match was like long as crap. I'm like,
Okay.
yo, I'm like, my God. I'm like, you got to edit this, then you got to edit the Jeff Cobb and Cash Wheeler match because that match was kind of long too. I'm like, oh man. So,
When did you officially get out of there? Because usually, I mean, obviously Rampage is 10 to 11. So how long did it get to get out of there? Or how
let's
long was
see.
that taping for, you think?
So Dynamite went off at its time, 9 o'clock my time, and then they didn't start filming Rampage probably I say like 15, 20 minutes after because they had to
Okay. They had to change the ring and all
yeah, they
that
had to
stuff.
change the ring and all that stuff. And then the Andrade match, that was probably like a good 25 minutes tops, probably.
Wow. Like
So
I said,
yeah.
you guys saw a classic, and that's for sure. So you guys probably didn't get out of there until like maybe 45 to maybe midnight, right?
It was probably like 10:30 my
Well,
time. So yeah.
my time, yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
that's
about
probably
10:30.
so that's like 11:30 hours. Wow. Okay. But yeah, this was a great extra hour of AEW Rampage here tonight, and we had some great stuff there. I, for one, am excited for Forbidden Door. Listen, people can say what they want about this match card, whether it was Plan B or whether it wasn't. You know, obviously the injury bug, like Nate was saying before, it's hitting everybody. It's not just hitting WWE; it's hitting all aspects of professional wrestling. When CM Punk, Bryan Danielson, and Kenny Omega are all down with injuries, and you still have this good of a card, it just shows that, you know, AEW can be doing something right when it comes to building their talent. But yeah, we're going to be talking about all of that and much more tonight on the SmackDown and AEW Rampage post show right here on Outside the Brand. You guys have been absolutely killing it as of late for the last few weeks here on the podcast. You guys have absolutely been killing it, and we cannot thank you guys enough. We want to thank you guys so much for joining us right here on Outside the Brand. Hit that thumbs up button as hard as you possibly can. It helps out the channel greatly. And for this episode of podcast, we want to see nothing less than 15 likes on this episode. Hit that thumbs up button if you are excited for Forbidden Door, just like I am. And if you guys missed anything on the channel, please go check it out. It's all on the homepage. The Monday Night Raw post show, as well as our Tuesdays Talk and AEW Dynamite post shows, they're all live on the channel for you guys to enjoy right now. So if you missed it, go check it out on the homepage of the channel. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below, as well as turning on the bell for all notifications. You guys can follow us on social media. All the TikTok links are down in the description below. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at PhillyMatt_. And make sure you guys go get your t-shirts. Bonfire.com, the exclusive home of Outside the Brand, and it's
merch.
That's right, guys. That's right. Oh yeah. You guys can go get this t-shirt today and rep OTB wherever you may go. It's the official Outside the Brand version 3 logo. You guys know we've had 3 logos for Outside the Brand thus far. This is our 3rd and official logo for Outside the Brand. So you guys can go pick this up today and rep OTB wherever you may go. Go visit bonfire.com, the exclusive home of Outside the Brand. And it's... You guys are missing your cues. There you go.
My bad. Mitch.
There you go. Let's get right into the show, guys. We're going to kick things off with Friday Night SmackDown. We had the video package for obvious reasons of Roman Reigns and the impending return of Brock Lesnar. We had all of this take place last week, and no show for Roman and or Brock. Roman I expected, because Roman just doesn't show up anymore. Brock, it's Brock, so I probably should have expected that too. But we really started off with Drew McIntyre. And Drew McIntyre is looking for a Universal Championship opportunity at the Clash of the Castle pay-per-view in Wales. I mean, it's most likely going to happen, right? I mean, with all this going down, Drew McIntyre, it makes sense. Or at least it should happen.
Yeah, like I about to say it. Yeah, I about to say I think Roman should lose at least one of the titles to Drew. I wouldn't say both. I about to say you can still have the WWE Championship on Raw. Even though that would be splitting up the titles, but at this point,
I'm fine with that. I'm
yeah,
fine with that. I think we're all fine with that.
I about to say you got to be fine with it now. I about to say you didn't know that Roman was just going to end up leaving. Like, hey, you know what?
No.
I need time off, and I'm taking the titles.
You guys,
like, no.
You guys know I was an advocate for that stuff to unify the titles. I just didn't expect this.
Yeah, so
I don't think anybody did though. Really, I mean, nobody expected really for Roman to say, "Hey, y'all, fuck you," and I'm leaving. But yeah, those titles need to be separated at this point. That there's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Yeah, and Marquise, yes.
Nate is going to be the first one to tell you.
Oh, yes, man. Yes, big yes, super yes. Daniel Bryan, yes.
That's funny.
So we start off with Drew McIntyre. We're in the arena now, and Drew McIntyre, he said that he was going to fight from the bottom and earn his way to a title opportunity since being dropped to the Friday Night SmackDown. Yet no matter how many wins he accumulates, the Tribal Chief continues to duck him. Brock Lesnar showed up last week, and he's already gotten a title shot. Good for Brock, but he hopes Lesnar and Roman destroy each other so he can pick the bones. The Brawling Brutes, or what I think Loft was going to say in his video, the Brawling Bitches.
You heard that?
I definitely heard that, yes.
Thought I cut that off.
Nah, I definitely heard that. And you're like, oh, shit, no, Brutes.
Oh, man.
So the Brawling Bitches come out and say that Sheamus says that McIntyre is off his rocker and if he thinks that he is going to win the Money in the Bank. He's only in the match because Adam Pearce felt bad for him. He doesn't belong. Sheamus then says McIntyre's only experience with the briefcase is being cashed in on and losing his championship. Meanwhile, he himself has won Money in the Bank and cashed in on Roman Reigns. Paul Heyman and Adam Pearce then show up on the stage. Heyman then introduces himself and says that Roman will defend the undisputed title against Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam in the Last Man Standing match, like we knew. In a Last Man Standing match that will not be won by Brock Lesnar. Heyman says that they have a problem because even though Roman is the GOAT, after Last Man Standing against Brock Lesnar, Roman will be vulnerable to a cash-in. Even Lesnar would be vulnerable. Not that Lesnar has a chance of winning anyway. Roman is not the GOAT. He's far from that. I think Roman is great, but, with him not showing up at all since WrestleMania, really, you can't classify him as a GOAT. Come on now. There's way too many other names that should go above and beyond Roman Reigns when it comes to the GOAT category. And honestly, the GOAT, like the quote-unquote GOAT, gets way too used often. It's not over. it's overused, but you have a ton of people that can fall into that category, and that's why people think it's just a broad statement at this point.
Yeah.
Because everybody has a different GOAT. Everybody.
Yeah, I never thought Roman Reigns, like he'd definitely be like one of the greatest, but I wouldn't say like he's the GOAT. And like you said, Phil, we all have different people, like different wrestlers who we think is
It's
the GOAT.
such a subjective thing. It's
Like
so
my
subjective.
my GOAT is Chris Jericho, but my obviously who I think is the real GOAT, he's gonna come to Raw next week Monday, and shut the place down. Yeah, you can't see me, Loft, exactly. So it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a subjective thing, Walk, when it comes to GOAT, but obviously Paul Heyman's doing what he needs to do as an advocate, and he's just trying to hype up Roman.
Everyone calls their favorite a GOAT. Everyone says GOAT for everybody now.
Yes.
That term is overused, like in sports.
It's an overused and overhyped kind of thing.
In every aspect of life, that term is being overused like hell.
Yes.
And
shout out to Weezy, who actually made a video on that.
Yeah, I still
saw
understand. Weezy. Anyone who says Roman Reigns is the greatest of all time with a straight face, I just think there's something wrong. I just think something happened in your life to where
sometimes I don't even believe that they understand the magnitude of what they're saying.
That doesn't even make sense. Like I don't think people realize what all time means. All time means like the existence of humans. That's ridiculous. Roman Reigns' 2 years of being champion does not insist on destroying everything that happened before him. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Now, has Roman had a great career? Yes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But is it like the greatest that we've ever seen? No.
You'd be saying that with like their whole chest, and I'd be like,
yeah.
All right, bro, you got it.
But I mean, yeah. So Pierce is pretty much he pretty much got on the microphone at this point, and he says that he was a little bit hasty putting Sheamus and Drew McIntyre in Money in the Bank because after all, neither of them won. So WWE overruled his decision. So just the entirety of WWE, the entire entity of WWE just overruled one man's perception. So with that being said, none of you are in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Sheamus then continued to call Pierce spineless. And then he said, however, both of you guys can qualify if you team up tonight and put your personal agenda aside for one another and defeat the WWE Undisputed Tag Team Champions, the Usos. The Usos then made their entrance. They just throw up their ones, as they usually do. And then we just see Sheamus and Drew staring at each other as we go to commercial break. It was such a stupid concept. I don't think we can really drive it home much more than that. It's just a stupid concept. They took them out of the Money in the Bank ladder match just so that they can say, hey, you're going to pin the tag team champions tonight so that you guys can get back in there. See, the reason why people are silent, guys, is because they're agreeing with me and they're like, I just don't want to talk about it. Well, it's like you said everything, so move on. Okay. So then Sami Zayn, once we came back from commercial break, he is being interviewed backstage by Caleb Braxton. And he says that he's going to win his match tonight to qualify for Money in the Bank. Then he's going to win the Money in the Bank ladder match. Kayla then asks if he's going to cash in on Roman Reigns or Brock Lesnar, and he just says no. as an honorary member of the Bloodline, he would never pin Roman Reigns. I don't think it's just because you're an honorary Uce. With WWE being the way that they are right now, they wouldn't let you pin Roman.
Sami Zayn winning Money in the Bank is the most laughable thing I can think of because
yes,
they don't even see him as like that kind of wrestler at this point. I think they just see him as a comedy act. So
is he fantastic at what he does? 100%. He puts everything in. He puts everything into his character, and he is the true definition of you give him something to do, regardless of how stupid it could be, and he's gonna make it work.
Mm-hmm. For sure about
that.
He
makes it work.
For sure about that. It's everything else is just their treatment of him is not the way I feel it should be. Earlier I watched, I think MJ posted it. When Sami won the NXT Championship,
yes,
he pinned,
and Kevin Owens turned heel on him.
Yeah. Beyond the fact that Sami won, that crowd was the one of the most like surreal crowds I ever heard in my life. And it was only like 15
The underdog from the underground version of Sami Zayn was fucking phenomenal.
That was ridiculous. The way they exploded when he won was nuts. That's the
best version of Sami Zayn, what you watched right there.
Yeah.
Ever since then, it hasn't been downhill because of his work rate, because his work rate is fucking phenomenal. But ever since that moment, really, and ever since his reign truly ended, it hasn't felt the same for Sami. And again, it's not his fault. It's the way that WWE sees people like him. And it sucks. Because people like him could push this company to the fucking future, and they don't see it. But they don't think about the future. They think about the now. And then, and possibly the next day, even if they're that fucking lucky.
Yeah, somebody asked me while we were watching SmackDown, did I see Sami Zayn winning Money in the Bank, and did I see him as like a world champion material? I said, in WWE's eyes, no. I said, I do, but no.
Is he a world champ? Could he have ever been a world champion material on the main roster? 100%. But WWE doesn't see it, right?
I about to say, as Intercontinental Champion, I about to say he's the best. I'm about to say, but as far as a higher tier championship, as far as WWE or Universal title, nah, it's not happening. So.
And it sucks because he really could be that if WWE really decided to get their heads out of their asses and really pushed him. But it sucks because he's so good at what he does, and it just does not. It doesn't constitute to what he's been doing over the last few months. But we had this match. Sami Zayn and Shinsuke Nakamura for the Money in the Bank qualifier. And this was a great match. I don't think Shinsuke will ever get his opportunity, ever, from that one stare down that they had. Because I just don't think it'll ever happen. People are thinking it's going to happen at some point. It's just never going to happen at this point now. It's not. I honestly thought Shinsuke was going to be in this for the win, and nothing. Sami got the win here in what was a great match, and, it was a great finish. I have to say, it was a great finish. This was a good match.
He dropped Shinsuke on his freaking neck with that Blue Thunder. That wasn't a Blue Thunder Bomb, whatever that move is called.
Michinoku Driver, yeah.
Michinoku Driver. That shit was ridiculous. Oh my gosh. I didn't expect him to win either. I did not want him to win. I ain't gonna cap.
Who,
I did not.
Shinsuke or Sami?
I didn't want Sami to win
Okay.
at all. I thought that. Huh?
I was gonna say I kind of knew that Shinsuke wasn't gonna win. I was about to say it was one reason why I knew that Shinsuke wasn't gonna win is because when they came back from commercial break and Shinsuke was still making his entrance, Pat McAfee was not dancing on top of the freaking table. He had no type of emotion or anything as far as Shinsuke being in the ring. And you know how Pat McAfee is when Shinsuke comes
He
out.
always has that energy. He always has that energy.
So I'm like, oh yeah, I said Shinsuke is losing for sure. So yeah, that's how I knew. I'm like, yeah, I said Shinsuke is losing. So
Pat is honestly kind of a tell when it comes to Shinsuke Nakamura. I'm not gonna lie, you're kind of right about that. I mean, if he's all hype and everything, it looks like Shinsuke could have this in the bag. But if he's not, it doesn't. It's not gonna look good.
that's exactly how I knew.
I didn't really kind of link that together, but I mean, it kind of makes sense.
Well, my bad to cut you off, Lof.
No, you helped me. I had no idea what. I don't know why I didn't even pay attention to that. That completely flew past my head. But yeah,
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. That's why it took me a minute to think about that. I wasn't even thinking about that shit.
Yeah, because I even pointed it out too. I was like, when me and a couple other of the TikTok community was watching it on Discord, I even pointed out, I'm like, yo, I said Shinsuke is in the ring and Pat McAfee is not like moving around, not showing no type of like emotion or anything towards Shinsuke. I'm like, yeah, he's about to lose. And they were like, nah, Nate, you're just saying that. I'm like, nah, he's about to lose.
So
That's crazy.
At this point in the match, Sami Zayn was actually trying to pin Shinsuke, but with his feet on the ropes. But the referee caught him cheating and was arguing with Sami. My God, it should be a shame the way it could be a shame of the way that they're being used right now. But Sami and Nakamura hit him with a flying knee to the back of the head. From the second rope and covers him for a massive kick out. I thought that could have been it. Like that, usually when that Kinshasa goes to the back of the head from the second rope, it's over. It usually is over. But kicked out. Sami then swings, but Shinsuke ducks it and connects with a kick to the head. Zayn then rolls to the outside, but Nakamura then goes out and hits him with a Kinshasa on the outside. Nakamura then tries to roll Sami back inside the ring, and he gets himself hit with Sami's haluva kick out of nowhere, honestly, seemingly, for the 1, 2, 3. And Sami Zayn is now in the Money in the Bank ladder match. At this point in time, it was only Sami Zayn, Seth Rollins, and Omos that have qualified for Money in the Bank. Sami's now in Money in the Bank. There you go. Is he going to be used for high spots? Yes.
That's stupid.
I'm about to say he's gonna be used for like some type of spot where like Omos just slam him through a table or something like that.
Or he's going to go through the ladder just like Ricochet did one of those years.
I'm about to say he's gonna get thrown off the top of a ladder through a table like Braun Strowman did to Kevin Owens that one year.
Oh my God, that was like 2018.
Yeah, I was there live and I was like, oh my
God. Yeah, so we have 2 more Money in the Bank ladder match participants to be determined. So it's going to be a 7-person ladder match. Those better be determined on Raw and SmackDown this coming week because, hello, these are the final 2 shows before Money in the Bank. 1, Yeah, we only have 2 Monday Night Raw superstars and 3, 3 SmackDown. So, which brand is going to have more people in the Money in the Bank ladder match compared to the other? Because usually it's 8. Because usually it's 8 people in the ladder match, and it's 7 this year. So 4 is going to be 4 and 3. So who's going to have the disadvantage when it comes to SmackDown versus Raw?
They're gonna add Becky into it on Monday, and I'm gonna punch a hole through my wall.
Well, that's for the women.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the men. The men is only having 7.
The men, look, they're probably gonna have more Raw superstars in there.
Because right now it stands at 2 Monday Night Raw and 3 Friday Night SmackDown, and there's 2 more to be determined.
They'll solve that on Monday.
Because there's usually 8 people for Money in the Bank ladder matches, not 7. So
why do they keep changing it?
They just don't care. They don't care.
It's Vince, bro. I'm about to say Vince is still ahead of creative. So,
and there's 7 Money in the Bank ladder match participants for the women too. I don't even know who's on Raw or SmackDown anymore at this point. Where's Lacey Evans? What brand is she on?
She's on SmackDown.
She technically I thought she got moved back to Raw.
No, she's on SmackDown. Yeah, she was in a handicap match.
Yeah.
I know she was, but somebody told me that she got moved back to Monday Night Raw as a heel.
No, she was moved to Monday Night Raw as a heel, and then they was like, "Oh, you know what? We're gonna send you back to SmackDown." So they changed it again and sent her back to SmackDown.
That's so fucking stupid. Okay,
so
she's on
a heel. Yeah, she's a heel on SmackDown now. So
okay, so she's on. Wait, she was teaming with Raquel, who's a babyface,
or something like that. I don't know. All I know is that she's on. Yeah.
The point is.
Yeah, exactly. I'm confused too.
The point is they don't know what the fuck to do with her, so that's why they keep switching her. Alexa Bliss, she's on Monday Night Raw, so that's 1-1. Liv Morgan, she's on Raw, so that's 2-1. Raquel Gonzalez, that's 2-2 because she's on SmackDown. Asuka, that is on Raw. Shotzi, she's technically on SmackDown. So it's 3-3 right now. And now, final participant, well, if you think it's going to be Becky, it's most likely going to be Becky.
It's going to be Becky.
And we'll see where that goes from there.
It's either going to be Becky or they going to randomly have Charlotte pop up. Hey, how you doing?
You want to know what? I'm telling you guys right now. All the losers from their Money in the Bank qualifying matches from Raw. So whoever Alexa, Liv, and Asuka won against, triple threat, last chance. Or Becky will most likely win that.
I was about to say, so who? So
tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
So it'd be Nikki, ASH, Doudrop, and Becky.
Probably in the last chance to get that final spot. Knowing WWE, they usually do those last chance matches, so it could happen. Yeah,
Becky is gonna weasel her way up in there somehow.
Yeah, it's a possibility. I mean, they usually do those last chance matches. I'm just saying it could happen, so watch out for that on Monday. And if that does happen, if that triple threat is announced, then you can call me Phil Stradamus over here.
That is the most obvious way they're going to go about that. Vince is going to come out again and announce it, and then leave.
The only reason why I think it's the most obvious way is because it's right there for the taking, and WWE always does that shit.
Yeah. It's like predicting that. Prediction is like predicting it's going to rain when you see clouds. Like that's
like, yeah.
You know it's going to happen, so you're just saying shit that you know it's like 100% chance of happening. You know.
Well, no, I mean we said that during the Street Profits and Usos matches, right? I mean it was obviously Angelo versus Jimmy, So the next match, obviously, because WWE is just WWE, you're doing Angelo versus Jay, or whatever one I didn't say. So it just
Whichever
happens.
one I didn't say.
I don't know if I said Jimmy first or Jay first. Whatever. It doesn't matter. They always do that. So,
Yeah.
but then again, that's the only way you can build tag team feuds, because what else is there to do? Like you said, Loff, when I said this is just a ridiculous way to build a tag match.
They don't
But
know
then
how
we
to
got
build
to
feuds
one of the-
unless it starts with Roman and Andrew Reigns. So
Right, yeah.
Or Brock and it ends with Lesnar.
him too.
Or gold that ends in Berg. So
Also him. Definitely him.
then we got
$6 million
to
contract.
one of the most confusing parts of the night. We had a dance off.
Oh my god.
That was good television right there.
My boy Shanky got some stuff in tonight.
Yeah.
So the New Day came out. Of course they do. They always come
New
out.
Day?
What else is new? They came out to the ring, and out came Jinder Mahal and Shanky.
I'm sorry, Phil. I'm sorry.
It's Corbin going to be taking my words out of context again, like usual.
Man.
Is it Corbin? Is it Corbin? Come on, I'm waiting. I'm waiting
we
for your response, man. I know you're talking about that.
We weren't laughing about that. I was over here hitting the gritty like my guy Kofi Kingston out here, and Loft saw me and started busting my laughing.
So Corbin's probably selling the fact that you were doing the gritty. Okay, so yeah, he said yeah. Okay, so Jesus Christ. So it was going to be a tag match, but then all of a sudden before the match they get on the mic and say, "Listen, nobody wants to see this again from last week." I'm like, "Thank you, Jesus! Finally, somebody that has a fucking brain saying that we don't want to see this again." But what they do want to see, however, is the dancing Shanky.
The skyscraping Shanky.
The skyscraping dancing Shanky. Winston plays his trombone for Shanky to dance too. Shanky then begins to dance. Mahal is trying to yell at him, but Shanky just does not care. He shoves him. I'm like, "That's right. You fight back. You fight the fuck back. It's time for the dancing Shanky."
And then Jinder was like, "Yeah, I'm a dip."
Jinder's like, "Yeah, fuck you, and I'm leaving." He's like, "If you're gonna dance, I'm just gonna leave."
I'm like, yeah, I said the old Jinder would have fought back. I'm like, if this was Jinder back in like 2016, he would have fought back.
If this was 3MB Jinder, you are fighting back.
Start dancing with him.
If this was WWE,
if that was 3MB, he'd most likely be dancing with him, right? But Mahal just leaves, and they're just dancing away. Then we heard a horn, and then everybody just stops. Everybody just stops, and they're looking at Xavier like he blew that horn. He's like, "Do you think a trombone sounds like this? I didn't blow this." Pause. I said it first so that you guys didn't have to say it for yourselves. Okay. Because I knew somebody was gonna say it. But then the Viking Raiders music hits after a big pyro splash just happens.
Scared the shit out of me.
Man, crap.
What the fuck is this pyro for?
Damn.
I thought, no, you want to know what? It's like they usually do that. You usually do that type of pyro for fucking Cody Rhodes. I thought Cody Rhodes was showing back up. I'm like, there's no fucking
shot. Like, oh snap!
I'm like, there's no fucking shot, Cody. I'm like, if I just see Cody dancing with Shanky, I'm just gonna fucking lose it.
Yeah.
Cody danced with the torn pec just with Shanky. I'm like, oh shit, here we go.
That is terrible.
It is. It really is. I'm sorry, Cody. We love you over here. But they hit the Viking Raiders music hits, and they just come up out of nowhere, and they just attack Shanky. I was gonna say Shinsuke. What the fuck am I doing? I need to go to bed. They need to attack Shanky and the New Day. They got a new look about them. Technically, they got like war paint on their faces and everything. They kind of got a little bit new of a tire thing going on.
They look like
it won't mean a single thing though.
They look like the Ascension Raiders.
Yeah, no cap. I mean, they looked exactly like the Ascension. They may have a new look. They may have a little bit of a new presentation, but trust me, this is not going to change a fucking thing. They're not going to be used.
Phil,
they might get used for like maybe 3 weeks, and then they're going to get back.
I kind of have a problem with this though. Why did they make them another heel tag team? We barely have any face tag teams on the roster as it is. We got the New Day, the Street Profits.
We got no tag teams on the roster as it is.
Probably like the Mysterios, and that's it as far as face tag teams. All the other tag teams are heels.
We got no tag teams on the roster as it fucking is, bro. What do you mean? We got the New Day. We got fucking the Street Profits. Now we got the Viking Raiders. I don't even fucking count the Mysterios because they shouldn't even fucking be together. Dominic should be down in NXT. Oh, the Alpha Academy. It took me a while, but I got there. That's it. That's all I can think of. 4 tag teams. That's not a tag team division. I thought merging the tag team divisions would make it better. Obviously not. They don't have tag teams. So adding the Viking Raiders does not help. Plus, they changed their finisher. I mean, they don't even have fucking the Viking Experience finisher anymore.
Yeah,
They don't even have Thor's hammer, bro.
We're going
they
for the
took
rebrand.
away Thor's hammer? How do you take away Thor's hammer? It's fucking Thor.
You don't like the rebrand? I thought it was cool.
It's not bad. It's not a bad change of pace. But I think they're going to be used for like 3 weeks, and then we're not going to see him again.
They probably going to have like a small rivalry until like, well, nah, let me not say that because I don't know how long it would take for him to recover. Even though, you know, we have seen Big E recovering on social media. He don't wear the neck brace no more, so he's good. But I was going to say, they're probably going to have them feud with the New Day until Big E comes back, but I don't know how long that's going to take. So
here's the thing. If this gets them to a possible tag team title opportunity, then that's good for them. I'm happy for them. Good for them. I like the Viking Raiders as much as you guys think I'm trying to shit on them right now. I like them. I do. I like this new presentation. This presentation looks good and everything. But they only get used for 3 weeks, and then they just get back to catering. What was the point?
There is no point.
Exactly. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, the only way that I think that this could really work is if they get wins that constitute them a tag team title opportunity, not pinning the tag team champions just randomly, even though it probably could happen anyway because of championship contenders. And then that's it. I mean, didn't the Usos and the Viking Raiders fight before for tag team gold?
Yeah.
Recently?
Recently,
I felt like they did at some point.
No, I know that they did last year, somewhere last year, but recently I don't believe so.
Well, recently, as I mean, like within the last year or so.
Oh yeah, so like
because
around last year sometime they did so.
Let me do my fact checking real quick.
I said, just DM Saul.
I could do that. Yeah. Well,
Mr.
they did it. They did it actually on an episode of SmackDown. Oh, actually, this year. I was right. It was back in March.
Oh.
That shows how much everybody cares about it. But they did it back in March. And I know back then, I think a lot of people were actually really kind of contemplating for the Viking Raiders to beat the Usos for the tag team titles because everybody was just so pissed off at the Usos for having the championships for this long. So
they should beat them now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if this constitutes them to get them the tag team title opportunity, like I want this to, you can have the Viking Raiders beat the Usos, and they'd be automatically babyfaces again. But that doesn't matter at this point. You can get them tag team gold, and it'll actually mean something. So I'd be for it.
This already proves the fact that I was trying to tell people that this company is very obsessed with heels right now.
It's one-sided, yes.
And the whole company is going to be heels in like 20 years if we keep going this way. Well, actually in less than 20 years, but this company is going to be just 100% heel with like one face. It's going to be like that for a long time if it doesn't change soon because it's just, I do like the rebrand of them, but when you look at the grand scheme of like who's face and who's heel in the company, there's a whole bunch of people they just list as heels for no damn reason, and they're not good at being heels. They're just heels for the sake of being heels, and it's bad.
Yeah,
and it doesn't do anything for your product because now everyone's confused. I remember they freaking labeled Lacey as a heel, and she was telling us all the sad stuff about her dad for 2 months.
Man,
right,
it makes me all sad. I'm supposed to believe she's a heel. No, you can't do that. You can't. That's not how that works.
Well, I mean, I don't want to bring this up again because it just brings up bad times. But when Becky came back, nobody was gonna boo her. Nobody.
Yeah,
or at least we thought nobody was gonna boo. Well, that's the thing. Nobody thought was gonna boo her, and then the thing happened. Nobody wanted to boo Becky when she came back though, because she just had a freaking baby.
Cause and effect, man.
So, I mean, Xia Li, I think she's just fucking done.
She's heel for no reason.
She turned heel for no freaking reason. She was the protector, and then apparently nothing.
She don't protect me anymore. It's fucking crazy.
You can't protect your job when you're with Bruce Pritchard and Vince McMahon. So that's why they probably turned her heel. And we'll talk about Xia in just a little bit because Sonya Deville, she walked into Adam Pearce's office, said that she's been back on SmackDown as a competitor for weeks, and she has not had a single match yet. What's the excuse on how he's treating the women's division right now? Now, I can say that about a lot of people. Sonya, not just Adam Pearce. I don't know. Now it's just kind of like a straight shoot from what Sonya was saying, or what. But she was saying that the women's division is not being treated well right now, and she says that he is in over his head, and he has no idea what to do. She's been back for weeks and can't get a single match. Lacey Evans was gone for a year, and she got a qualifying match for Money in the Bank. Raquel Gonzalez just walked from her ranch up in Texas, and somehow she's in, and then somehow she got a match against Ronda Rousey. Pierce says, "You want a match? You got it against Evans and Raquel tonight." So it's a handicap match, which was next, which was fucking pointless.
Wasn't that one a doozy?
Yeah. So So it's Raquel and Lacey versus Sonya, but she had Shayna Baszler and Xia Li by her side. It made no sense whatsoever. This match lasted less than maybe 2 minutes tops. Evans wants to make a tag, but Sonya blocks it, and Evans takes her down with a kick. Evans then makes an attack to Rodriguez and Gonzalez, and comes in with a European uppercut. Gonzalez then hits a scoop slam. Then Evans tags back in and hits the women's right. And that's it. 1, 2, 3. The two-sided side for the handicap match. The 2 in the 2-on-1 handicap match pick up the win over Sonya Deville. Who cares? I like Sonya. I do. I really do, actually. I think she's a great talent. But this was pointless.
There wasn't anything, it seems like, to do with her. So I don't know where the handicap match came in. It basically turned into a one-on-one when they just started to like isolate. What's her name?
Yeah.
What's her name? I totally forgot her name. Raquel.
It's either Lacey. Raquel. Yeah.
Raquel was outside the ring for most of it, I think. But
yeah,
that was
because Lacey got the pin, so Raquel was out.
Yeah, that was a weird one.
Baszler and Xia then rush into the ring after the bell, and they attack Evans and Raquel. Deville then joins them as they leave them lying in the middle of the ring. The Street Profits had a little thing with Madcap Moss. I'm not going to go over that. He told a fucking dad joke. I don't care.
Man, forget all that. We saw Drew Gulak in the back.
Gulak.
Bro, did you see the feet?
He's still not fired yet?
Bro, did you see him like lifting himself up on the ladders, bro? Did you see the strength? Bro, that man is strong right there, bro. I can't even do that.
He's still not fired yet. I'm proud of him. I'm very proud.
I'm like, yo, is that Drew Gulak? I'm like, oh, snap.
Gulak.
My guy just holding himself up on 2 ladders. Like, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Push my man.
Then we had one of the most cringiest fucking promos I have ever fucking witnessed.
That was
Ronda's music hits, and Natalya comes out as the cosplay rip-off version of Ronda fucking Rousey, or should I say Ronda Drowsy, with a stroller in tow, because she was pushing a stroller meant for Ronda's baby girl.
My reputation.
I was just, what the fuck's gonna happen here?
There wasn't even a baby in the stroller. They could have put a little baby toy. There was nothing in the stroller.
No, when I was reading up on tonight's show, there was supposed to be a baby involved.
Where'd the baby go?
Yeah, I was about to say
there was supposed to be a baby involved.
Vince just took the baby right before she went out there. It's like, no baby. They'll understand. They'll get it.
Stephanie's like, no, you are not using a legitimate child for this promo. Get the hell out of here.
We got this baby.
Give me the kid. Give me the kid.
What's we're gonna know? We have this actual baby we're gonna put in this shoulder. Whose baby is it? Let's put the baby in there.
And it was supposed to be a legitimate kid. It was. It was not supposed to be like a doll or whatever, just to like psych Ronda Rousey. It was supposed to be a kid.
Who's kid?
So whoever's kid was going to be.
Whose baby is backstage? Want the baby for this?
Unless you're legitimately using Ronda's kid, I don't know.
I highly doubt she would allow that.
Yeah, no, obviously she wouldn't. But I'm just saying, it was supposed to be a legitimate baby, and they decided not to.
That made it funnier.
Which was a good thing. No, I'm glad they didn't use a fucking kid, because then then things could have gotten messy, could have gotten bad. The networks probably could have gotten involved. It would just be a mess. It would just be a mess.
Over the baby.
It would just be a mess. It would just be a mess.
Baby starts screaming in the middle of the promo.
It would just be a mess. Knowing Vince too, they probably mic'd the kid up. It would be bad. It would just be bad, dude. I'm very happy they didn't do it. So Natalya pretends to be Ronda at this point, just mocking her and her mother. Ronda then comes out and she says, "Yeah, I barely recognize you considering you don't have your rack out hanging in front of everybody." That was just fucking going wild. She just did not fucking care. So Rousey says that they bear no resemblance because Natalya manipulated her body just to chase some impossible body standards since becoming a superstar here in the WWE.
Second hit.
Again, hitting it in.
She's getting it.
This wasn't actually that bad from Ronda, so I was like, all right, continue going. Like, let's see where this can go. Rousey then says that Natalya has had no talent and zero charisma since stepping foot in a ring. And the closest that she will ever get to having some sort of star power is dressing like Ronda Rousey.
Third hit.
That one was a little bit of a but I see where you were going for. Rousey then grabs Natalya and rips the jacket off after she said, "Nice jacket." And they were struggling really hard here to try to get the jacket off, which made this look absolutely ridiculous. I don't know if they fucking super glued that jacket onto Natalya's body, but it just was not going to come off.
They looked weird for a little second.
And then Natalya just, out of fear of just looking ridiculous and stupid, she just chucks the stroller at Ronda Rousey. And then Ronda no-sells it, and now they're just doing tug-of-war with the stroller. And then Natalya just lets go, and Ronda just falls on her ass with a stroller in hands. I think they were trying to save... Yeah, they were trying to save the segment with the stroller situation, and it made it worse.
Strollers are really big. Someone throwing a stroller at you is probably the most insane thing I've heard today.
Yeah, but Ronda fucking no-sold it. Ronda no-sold it, and then they were playing tug-of-war, and then she fell on her ass.
You're not hearing me. She threw a stroller at her.
No, I understand what you are saying, but she fucking no-sold it. That's the problem.
Oh, because Ronda's a freaking robot. That's why. That's why
she fucking no-sold it. Then they were tug-of-warring with it, and then she fell on her ass because she just pushes her afterwards after she said, "Fuck it, I'm not doing tug-of-war with you anymore."
There wasn't anything to do. It was either fall or fall, and she decided to fall. That was ridiculous.
Everything about the mic work was fine, and then they got physical, and it was not right. You could have just left it for mic work. I'm glad the baby was not in the stroller because a baby would have gotten hurt.
No, they threw the stroller with the baby in it.
Like, you could have just left it at the mic work. You could have done an armbar. You could have done a sharpshooter. You could have just set it at that. The stroller did not even need to be involved. And
God, throw the baby with the stroller.
Oh my God.
Attitude era. You guys want the attitude era back? All right, let's put this baby in the stroller.
Put the baby in the stroller. Make sure it's strapped in tight because you're throwing that bitch.
You gotta pull a Snisky, bro.
By the way, Loth, if you're doing these SmackDown moments that you're never gonna forget, I need a Schnitsky moment in there, please.
I think I'm gonna get a freaking TikTok violation. I'm not putting anything. I want to keep my account.
I need a
Well, you do it. I'm not doing it.
I need a Snitsky moment. I need a Snitsky moment.
You go in the crib and watch that yourself. Do not post that because you will get taken down. I'm not posting that.
I was say, you know how easily
it's just Luke Gallows at the end of the day.
I don't care who it is. No,
it's just Luke Gallows.
You know how easily triggered TikTok is, Phil.
Oh no, yeah, no, they take that shit down in an instant. But I'm just saying. Snitsky, fucking Luke Gallows, all the way back then. A fucking different breed, I'm telling you. I'm just telling you.
I don't know if this was on SmackDown or not, but you got to put Mae Young giving birth to the hand.
That was on Raw, I think.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Never mind.
Well, if Ralph wants to do Raw moments that he'll never forget, and that can even be bad because of just that title in itself.
I don't even remember. That's crazy. I heard that. That's crazy. That's ridiculous. I don't even remember 2017 and 2018 Raw. Like I was thinking about it earlier. I don't remember that era of Raw, so I couldn't even.
You shouldn't because it was trash.
Oh okay. My god.
The only good thing probably about Monday Night Raw at that time was Seth Rollins holding the Intercontinental title because that was legitimately the only title on Monday Night Raw because Brock held it hostage.
Oh yeah, 2018. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was when Seth was doing his Monday Night Rollins thing to keep Raw.
Monday Night Rollins, right? Yep.
Yeah, to keep Raw.
And he had the red and black tights for the entirety of 2018 because he just did not have anything else because Monday Night Rollins was just red and black.
Yeah, and then the freaking Shield came back together. And then,
oh yeah, and then it was the Shield's final run because Dean was leaving.
Yep, and then Dean left, and Dean had that terrible heel turn, and all of that stuff. So
Dean was
is that an N1 hoodie, bro?
It's a shirt.
It's a shirt. Oh snap! Yo, you took me back. My God, bro. Yeah. I used to play that game on PlayStation 2.
See, you know what's up.
Yeah, I got it on the emulator.
I knew that game before. I'm not too totally out of the loop. I won my PlayStation 2.
I used to watch like all the mixtapes and everything too when I was a kid.
Dog,
yes, those it was so good.
8 mixtapes, dog. Holy,
bro, that's so what good. Bro, that's what made me like the Professor. I was like, yo, this dude, the Professor, is a goat. God. I'm like, my God, so bro.
So freaking good.
Hot sauce? Oh my God.
Hot sauce.
Yeah, it's hot sauce.
Yeah, Spider. Half man, half amazing.
I thought he died. I read an article. I thought he died. And I was about to cry, dog.
Man, just thought he died. Like
I about to say the only one that I know who died from N1 was Escalade.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that.
Yeah.
Speaking of somebody else that died tonight, fucking Ricochet. He fucking got killed tonight.
Man.
Listen, Ricochet, I'm doing this for your own good. Please don't re-sign to WWE when your contract's out. You deserve so much more. You deserve so much more than what you are getting, bro. I'm telling you right now. Anybody.
Or go to NXT, because NXT might be the best place for him right now. I'm
about to say, since like you see what they're doing with Apollo now. But
no, I'm just talking about once his contract is over. You can do the NXT run. Please do that. It could be a resurgence like Apollo. But like once your contract is completely done and over with, don't resign because any other company could use your assets and it could be great. Fucking Impact. Fucking Japan. You can go to Japan.
Go to freaking Impact. Him and Trey Miguel be sitting there having a fucking twin off. Well,
For
They-
yo, thank you.
What?
I see.
What? So that's the one. So that's the one person you'd want to AEW? No, go to Impact.
no.
Go to Impact.
When he resigns, just go to NXT and stay there for the rest of his life. Do not go anywhere else.
He'd get fired.
From NXT, no way.
Okay, well here's the thing: if it's Triple H back in charge, no, he wouldn't. If it's Vince, yes.
Triple H said he's back, didn't he?
I was gonna say, bro.
We don't know the extent.
I was gonna say,
I'm thinking in the most like positive way possible.
We don't know the extent, but I'm hoping for the goddamn best. I want Black and Gold back.
I was about to say, imagine a match between him and Carmelo Hayes.
You said what?
I said, imagine
him and Carmelo Hayes.
Him and Carmelo Hayes.
Oh my god!
Exactly. See, look at Lost reaction. All of us would have the same reaction.
No, here's the thing, guys. I would love it if he returned to NXT, especially if it's Triple H's NXT, because then we can get oh my god, the many matches. But I'm telling you right now, if Ricochet was just to never resign with WWE, he'd be looking at fucking Impact, and Impact would be looking at him. There is no fucking way that Impact would not be looking at him.
They have Trey Miguel. They have Trey Miguel just sitting there.
They'd probably fucking pair them up. I don't fucking know.
Bro, the Twin Towers.
The Twin Towers. They look exactly the same. Trey Miguel is Ricochet, I think.
Bro, that's what I said. That's exactly what I said.
No. You're 100%. You're 100% right in Trey Miguel being a fucking Ricochet. Yes. But I'm telling you right now, Impact would be reaping the benefits from Ricochet being there too. I'm trying to help you off. He doesn't need to go to AEW. I'm trying to help you.
AEW to freaking lose, then he can do that.
I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you.
Impact is not a help. Impact is not a no.
Well, then where would you want him to go other than NXT?
Home.
So you just want him to retire?
Yes.
I'm about to say, bro. I'm about to say MLW is another good place.
That good of a talent, and you want him to fucking retire?
Do say
NXT or bust.
NXT or bust.
He just says fucking home. Like he just wants him gone from existence. Like
you heard what I said. And
yeah, you said home.
NXT. What I said before that. NXT or bust. No, nothing. There's no other places to go after that.
You said fucking home, and there's no going back to that. There's no going back after you said fucking home.
Impact when Trey Miguel is sitting there, and they're exactly the same person. Why would he go there?
You're telling me though, right now, that if Ricochet was fired, Impact would not be looking at him?
Impact looks at everybody that's fired, but they won't go because no one gives a fuck about Impact. That doesn't mean anything. If Ricochet's looking at Impact, he should not go there because do you watch the
Eric Young was looked at Impact and he went there.
Dog, you watched the X Division match at Slammiversary, didn't you?
Yes.
There were 3 different Ricochets in that match. You want to add another Ricochet?
Yo.
Why would you do that?
Yo.
These were all Ricochets. Why would you do that? This is common sense here, people. You can't add another Ricochet.
Listen. I am so happy. Now, Lewis is not here watching this podcast right now because he'd be ripping you to fucking shreds. He'd be ripping you to fucking shreds and you know it.
Rip me to shreds, I'm right.
He'd be ripping you to fucking shreds and you know it.
Yeah, I am right, and everyone knows I'm right. Y'all just don't want to say it. It's cool. Nate knows I'm right. It's like he's laughing. Fuck out of here.
No, I understand where you're coming from, but I'm telling you right now, Impact would be calling his fucking number. I'm telling you.
Oh, hey, wrong number. Press decline.
He would not decline. If there was ever a possibility where Ricochet and Trey Miguel were to ever have a match, Ricochet would pick up that phone and put it on fucking speaker for everybody to hear.
That
It
is the
would
most
happen.
nonsensical thing I've heard in my life.
I'm not. It would happen, bro. It would happen. It would happen.
But for what?
It would happen. I don't know for what, but
oh my god!
What
So
happened?
you don't know bro? I know I'm not crazy though. I just know
I am
not crazy.
trying to help AEW. They do not need him. Impact
AEW
does not
doesn't
need
need
him.
half the people on their roster right now. But look, and you know that already. So
I'll let it fucking slide. I'll let it fucking slide.
Most people, that's what people got to realize. When you have certain wrestlers in the company, they don't usually have to go anywhere else. They can just go home and sit for a minute. They don't have to go somewhere else. AEW, which is oversaturated, in Impact, they already have 11 Ricochets in Impact.
That oversaturated roster, it helped out. It helped out Forbidden Door. I'll tell you that.
You don't believe that?
I do believe that.
No,
yes,
you do not believe that.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Because that would mean Ricochet would have to go to New Japan or AEW, and he doesn't fit anywhere near there. So then what?
No, he doesn't. Why are we still talking about Ricochet? Why are we talking about Ricochet? Well, I'm just speaking about the facts about that overbloated roster that people were really complaining about. That helped Forbidden Door in the most dramatic of times when Bryan Danielson, CM Punk, and Kenny Omega are all down with injuries.
What happens when that pay-per-view is over, Phil?
Once they get back, things will start to happen.
8 months, bro. That's 8 months of just void. Forbidden Door is an 8-month long show.
No, 8 months is not. Well, 8 months is not happening because Punk is going to be back within like a month or so. Kenny Omega, he's been cleared, so he's just fucking not returning. And Bryan, it's a week-to-week basis with him.
That's a very big void right there. Forbidden Door is not a weeks-long pay-per-view. It's one night. It may have worked out. I'll give them that. It worked out.
It worked for the time being. Tony Khan had a great plan B for what it was. And we'll see a great show on Sunday.
You better hope so.
Or Saturday.
I'm gonna rip y'all to shreds if it's bad. I don't think it will be. Well, I'm gonna do it if it is. I don't think it will be. I don't think it will be at all. But at all.
Going back to Ricochet real quick, he fucking died tonight against Walter. He did. There was this match didn't even last longer than 5 minutes. He just died. I mean, there's nothing about it. So Walter, he stays in control for a minute, but Ricochet then starts firing back with some fast offense. He hits some knees, which really looked convincing on Walter. Walter then cuts him off with a clothesline that legitimately decapitated the kid. And then he does the clothesline, and then he backs him into a corner with some chops to the chest. They weren't as lethal as his chops usually are. Am I wrong in saying that? His chops are great tonight, don't get me wrong. And they're brutal as always. But man, I thought I could have heard some more sound. I thought I could have heard some more sound in that. You need to fucking chop that motherfucker. I don't even care if it caves his chest in. You fucking chop him.
Phil doesn't even care about Ricochet's life, dog. He telling something about Impact. He doesn't even care about his life.
Listen.
Shut up, Phil.
It's a Walter match.
Phil wants Ricochet to die on SmackDown.
He did die on SmackDown. What do you mean?
Bruh, in front of his girlfriend too. Like,
yeah,
bruh.
Right there. Just wow.
So you mean to tell me you haven't heard worse chops than what he fucking did on Ricochet tonight?
Oh, the chops tonight were terrible.
Yes, that's what I'm fucking telling you.
That's I wanted a big one. I wanted him to hit him, but damn, I didn't.
Yes, so you wanted him to die too.
I wanted him to hit. I didn't want him to die.
Don't put this shit on me. You just said it too. You wanted him to fucking die.
Chest to cave in. Did you not just say you want his chest to cave in? That's ridiculous, man.
That's what Walter's chest chops do to you, bro. It happens.
Yo. Oh my god.
You fucking want him to die too, so don't tell me otherwise.
I want him to go to NXT Apollo. I do not want him to die. I love that guy.
Or you just want him to go home.
Yeah, home is a great place. You know, home is where the heart is. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god! Now he's bringing up the cliches. So then he hit the shotgun fucking dropkick, which Walter hitting a shotgun dropkick just does not feel right, but it looks so great. And then he hit a power bomb for the win, 1, 2, 3, and Walter retains the Intercontinental title. Walter's great. There's nothing about it that I can say otherwise than he's just being great. It's just that.
Who do you think challenges him next?
Oh, who should challenge him next? I don't fucking know. I don't even know who's on the fucking roster that could even be some kind of a legit competition.
I about to say some people said Madcap.
That's not bad.
I wouldn't mind that.
I said I wouldn't mind Corbin, actually, even though I don't like the guy, but yeah, so I wouldn't mind Corbin. But he's in a feud now with Pat McAfee, so.
Oh, we'll talk about that Pat McAfee because I like that. I like Pat McAfee back in the ring. You want to know what? I'm telling you right now. For somebody to at least have some sort of fucking direction, give me fucking Drew McIntyre. Give me Drew versus Walter at SummerSlam for the Intercontinental Championship. I'd be all fucking for it. Drew needs something before Clash at the Castle in September.
It's not bad.
I would have wanted Drew versus goddamn Walter for the Universal Championship at Clash at the Castle if it was going to be Drew versus Roman at SummerSlam. Obviously, that didn't happen. But a Drew McIntyre versus Walter feud is easily something that you can go behind. And with it being for the Intercontinental Championship too, just representing all countries or continents. It's continents. It's Intercontinental, Phil. Fuck off. Representing all just aspects. I'll say that. It fits. It really does. I would want Drew McIntyre. Or Sheamus. Sheamus has been a fucking MVP for ages.
Sheamus would be pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre or Sheamus, please.
like somebody said the exact same thing that you said, Phil, where they said have Drew McIntyre fight for the IC title, and I said no. I said the reason why is because I said that I feel like Drew McIntyre is now a main event guy. He shouldn't be like going down towards the mid card. So
I just want some kind of sense of direction because I just can't get behind McIntyre.
I wouldn't mind it, but like I'm just saying, like I feel like Drew needs to stay in the main event tier and not go downwards towards the mid card. So
no, I see your point. I do. I just can't get behind McIntyre, so I just want him to have some kind of fucking direction.
Yeah, true.
But is that just me though? Am I the only one that just can't get behind McIntyre right now? Because it's just not clicking. There's just something about McIntyre that just does not click with me right now.
Drew McIntyre has always been boring. He just relies on the fact that he looks like a star. Drew McIntyre doesn't have a real captivating character. He just looks cool. You know what I'm saying? He's relied on that.
He looks cool and he carries a sword.
Yeah, he just relied on that for a long time. So I mean, That's really it. Unless he goes back to like his like Impact character or like that early NXT stuff. If he goes a direction that way,
I
maybe
loved
you may have
Drew
something
Galloway
possible.
in Impact. Drew Galloway was so good.
That was good wrestling right there. That was good wrestling right there.
And I know it was a fucking thing in the past. But man, the early days of Drew McIntyre being the chosen one by Vince McMahon, he was great. It was a very early baby McIntyre, but I liked it.
Only thing I remember from that is him beating up R-Truth for like 4 weeks straight. And I was like pissed.
Because that was his first feud as the chosen one, and of course it's just R-Truth.
Like R-Truth never won a match. It was just Drew McIntyre just whooping his ass.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was because he was the chosen one, and it just made sense. But you know, I liked him. I liked him then. I don't even know what the fuck happened. Oh wait, that's right. 3MB happened, and then he got fired.
We don't talk about 3MB. We can't talk about that.
Yeah, no. The three-man band. The three-man band version of Drew McIntyre. That was an immature Drew McIntyre, and he just didn't know what the fuck to do with his life at that point. He got fired. He built himself back up. Became Drew Galloway, did all his things, and then he came back to WWE, went to NXT, fucking did great in NXT, became NXT champion. Went with Dolph Ziggler up to the main roster. Dolph Ziggler was the one to bring him back up to the main roster.
Ziggles.
They had that tag team, which was honestly a really good tag team. I actually liked that tag team. That tag team was actually pretty good. And then obviously the solo's career. Oh wait, and let's not forget the trio. The trio with Braun Strowman. They had that going too. They had Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, and fucking Drew McIntyre as a trio at one point. It was disgusting.
When was that?
It was like 2017. It was bad.
Yeah, they also had Drew, Corbin, and Lashley at one point.
It was Drew, Corbin, and Lashley at one point, right? Yeah. Man. And then obviously the separate ways. Yeah, no. He was just put in random trio groups, and it was just weird. And then obviously he became the sword man that we all know today.
You know something? What Gunther is right now, Vladimir Kozlov should have been.
Oh,
I still believe that.
Vladimir Kozlov.
He should have been.
You know, I used to have an autograph of his.
What?
I did. I used to have an autograph of Vladimir Kozlov.
That's a crazy autograph.
I had the weirdest autographs, man. I won a raffle at my school. It was like a WWE basket at a raffle, right? The four autographs that were in that, and it was just a great background with the superstars on, but they were legitimately signed by those superstars. It was Vladimir Kozlov, Santino Marella, Mark Henry, and fucking John Cena. And
you got
my shit.
Wait, did you know like John Cena was in there before you got it, or it was just like afterwards? I would have been pissed.
Well, once I opened it up at home. Once I opened it up at home, I looked at the pictures and yeah, so
I'd have been pissed. Oh my god.
My computer's fucking acting up right now. It continues to close and open StreamYard thing right now, and I got no idea what the fuck to do.
Okay.
You guys can still hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just the browser going crazy. But yeah, like I opened up when I got home, and it fucking was just John Cena, Mark Henry, Santino, and Vladimir. I was like, okay, interesting.
Cool.
And but all right, hold on a second, guys. I'll be right back. I gotta go refresh this thing. Maybe hold on one second. You guys are gonna be alone, but I trust you guys.
I'm gonna destroy it.
All right, now that feel is going.
Everybody, shut up.
Like, you know what, Loft? I never liked that guy. Now that's fine.
Glasses. What's his name? With the orange shirt. That guy. All right, this is the Nikita and Gigi Dolan podcast now.
Oh God!
We only talk
Nikita and Gigi Dolan.
You on screen? Why? I leave you for 2 seconds, and you're already showing Nikita.
And then you came back to
I leave you fucking for 2 seconds, and you just showing Nikita. Like, trust me, we'll have Nikita on the podcast. It's just gonna take some time.
Oh my God, okay? Bro.
That shit, bro. And Gigi Dolan too.
And Gigi.
Listen. We'll have Nikita. We'll have Gigi. We'll have fucking Thunder Rosa. It'll be a great time for all of us. Okay.
Cool.
Shotzi and Tamina. This was Tamina got cheated.
Mm-hmm.
Big time. The referee counted 3, and he just says, "Yeah, fuck you, Tamina. Go into the turnbuckle," and then just a sloppy ass DDT from Shotzi for the win.
I thought I was tripping. I thought he said 3, and I was like, okay,
match
he
over,
did. And then match didn't end. That's okay.
Yeah, so he did. It was a 3 count, but then all of a sudden they're just like, yeah, no, fuck that. She got sent into the turnbuckle. Shotzi hit a DDT, apparently called the Never Wake Up, and it was a 3 count, and she qualifies for Money in the Bank. What the fuck? The Never Wake Up? Are you trying to like copy John Cena here with the Never Give Up?
Why is it a DDT?
Never Wake Up. It's just a DDT. Like,
you know what? No, actually, let me not say that. I respect the fact that they're trying to bring back the DDT because that move.
She never used to have that before, though.
I know. That's why I'm surprised she had it now. That's why it threw me out. She had it now.
I could have sworn she had like a senton from like the top or second rope as like her finisher before.
The DDT used to be like devastating, and now it's just like a DDT. No one even cares about it, you know.
Listen, even though the most devastating DDT that I ever heard that was like an actual fucking finisher was Jake Snake.
Yeah, his DDT was like it. Future Shock DDT, even Randy's Hangman DDT.
Future Shock, Hangman, yep. I mean,
even Mickie James DDT, where she like flew up in the air.
Oh
and
god,
came back down.
oh god, the Mick DT or
that shit was kind of crazy.
The Mickey DT or something like that, and something Mick DT, Mickey DDT. I don't know.
You know what Shotzi's thing looked like? It looked like a combination of Edge's execution, or is that what they call it, execution, or something. His like split leg DDT thing he does, and what Andrade does, the double underhook thing.
Oh, like the arm lock DDT type thing. Yeah.
So like the dirty D, like the dirty
the hammerlock DDT. That's what you call it.
Yeah. The paradigm shift.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was weak as fuck, like Corbin said, and Tamina just laid down for her at the end of the day. Tamina should be in this match. Not gonna lie. But Shotzi, she gets in it. She's pretty much saved her job at this point, because if she lost, I'm pretty sure you're right. She'd have future endeavor written all over her. Even if it's Stephanie in charge, she's not. She's not. I feel bad. I feel bad for Shotzi. I do. But but I think it's only a matter of time. And it sucks that I had to say that. It really does.
I'm about to say they either gotta let her get her freaking tank back or it's over.
I saw some interview and she was like, what?
Indy Chew.
Oh, you didn't see that picture on Instagram?
No, I didn't.
Bro,
no, I never saw this.
Yeah, it was a picture that
and Nikita?
Yeah, Nikita posted it on Instagram earlier.
Because it just never showed up on my feed.
When we first hopped in here, I was gonna say like, hey, I saw that loft been on Instagram earlier.
Why are you watching me, yo?
So yeah,
it never showed up on my feed yet. So
yeah, so it was Nikita, Indy, and Wendy, and all holding bananas and crap. You know what that means.
Oh, I know what that means. Yeah. Okay.
They enjoy fruit.
yeah. We'll go with that. We'll go with that.
I don't know what y'all thinking. I'm talking about fruit. Man.
You're eating healthy, bro. Oh my god,
man.
bro.
Hey guys. Well, hey. You guys know when the fucking maximum male model shit is gonna happen? Not next week. Not next week. I'm telling you right now, it's not happening next week. They don't know what the fuck. They don't know what the fuck to do, and they don't know who these male models are.
This dude said, he said, see, you messed up again this time. He said, I wanted the room temperature to be 63.8. For real.
68.3 degrees.
You like what?
We're not like fucking monsters over here requesting for only green M&Ms. We want our fucking fridge stocked, and
he said we want water
our
from
room
the
at the exact same temperature.
He said,
Adam feels like this. I want.
I have to say, though. I have to say, LA. I have to say, I have to say though, LA Knight, he's actually killing it right now. He's making this work.
He said, we want water from the finest springs.
From the finest springs.
I'm like, bro. I said you might as well just go to the store, get a case of Ice Mountain, and call it a day, or like get some Fiji, and you good. Like for real, some Aquafina, something. Dasani.
No, Aquafina's ass when it comes to spring water. Dasani's ass too. If you want legitimate spring water, you get fucking Fiji. It's the most expensive option, but you get fucking Fiji.
Or just get box water. Box water is pretty good too.
I don't care what anybody says. Different types of water have different types of taste. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah,
I'm just saying.
Bro, if you a true water drinker, you know that.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Keep the Deer Park on you. If you out here drinking Aquafina, there's something wrong with you.
Oh yeah, Aquafina got those minerals, bro. It'd be messing up.
I'm telling you right now, bro. People, I know some people that think that all water tastes the same, and it doesn't. It doesn't.
That means they don't drink enough water, and they need to flush out their pores. That's what they need to do. If you think water had taste, I'm just assuming that you just don't drink enough water. You need to handle that. You know what I'm saying? Gotta handle that.
So
your urine stays clear. And fuck up your colon. I mean your kidney.
So I don't even know what to fucking say to that now. Man's talking about urine on OTB. I'm done.
You gotta keep your body right. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, don't
I know, yes you do, but
y'all here just you got murky urine. That's bad, bro. That's bad, yo.
So Max is continuing to just make his grievances. I'm trying to move on here. I'm trying my best. Man's talking about urine here on the podcast.
I want the people to be healthy, Phil. That's all. I never want it, man.
So he says he can't, in good conscience, send his models out there tonight. Next week, they will fulfill the mission of, quote, they will fulfill the mission to, quote, titillate the juices of our guilty pleasures. I was so grossed out by that sentence.
I don't want my juices titillated. I don't want that. My juices are fine. I don't need my senses to be whatever the hell.
I don't need my guilty pleasures titillated or whatever the fuck you
my
say.
Guilty pleasures are just fine now being tenderized right now.
I was so grossed out. And if you guys saw my video on that segment, you guys would know exactly how I felt in that moment. I'm like, please do not say that ever again.
He doesn't tantalize your senses or your juices?
I never want to tantalize my juices ever again. I can't do that. I can't do
my
that.
Juices are fine. I don't need them.
Bro, shut up. Shut up.
Titillating my juices. I'll tell you what fucking titillate.
Oh my god, bro.
Can't get that.
I don't even want to fucking know what titillate even means, let alone my juices.
I know what juices means. I didn't want him to get anywhere near me with that. He all up in my face like
man.
this.
What is happening?
And then we just go to Pat McAfee standing on the table. And then we just go to Pat McAfee standing on the table. I was like, okay, now we're going from titillating my juices to Pat McAfee. Here we are.
Crazy, man.
So Pat McAfee calls out Happy Corbin. He called Corbin bum-ass Corbin. And Pat says that he loves being in WWE. It makes him feel alive when he gets to sit at the table and talk to the millions and millions of fans. Shout out to The Rock, by the way, and he did actually say that. He feels alive. He challenges Corbin to a match at SummerSlam and says that he will knock his teeth down his throat, and then he calls him bum-ass Corbin once again. I can't wait to see what Pat McAfee does at SummerSlam, man. Pat McAfee has been great in the ring since being a part of WWE. From his War Games matches to his singles matches, he's been great. He's going to kill it. He's going to kill it. And this is the one Baron Corbin match that I'm actually going to be invested in because of Pat McAfee.
Yeah. I need him to change that god awful theme song, Doug. I hate that. Dun, 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 dun. I hated that.
What? No. No.
Wait, what?
The Seven Nation Army couldn't hold me back. What do you mean?
You talking about Seven Nation Army? No,
Yeah,
we're not about to change that.
You can't change that, bro. He got to come out to that,
bro. Loft. If you never been to like a recent SmackDown where Pat McAfee comes out to that song and the crowd gets hype, bro.
He comes out to that song.
He comes out to that song.
What?
Yeah.
The crowd go.
The Seven Nation Army couldn't hold me back.
Like,
I'm like, yeah.
Bro, when they was here in Milwaukee, I was going crazy, bro. I'm like,
I didn't know they did that.
Michael Cole has his own theme song too.
Nobody cares about Michael Cole, but
listen, everybody should care about Michael Cole. Michael Cole is great. People just don't fucking give him the respect that he deserves. He's been doing this for 30 plus years. Give the man his fucking respect.
Oh yeah, have y'all seen have y'all seen his like recent like body transformation?
He got shredded.
Great.
This dude, bro. Oh my god, bro.
Man, he got shredded.
Another reason why you should give the man his fucking respects.
I think his juices are tantalized.
Oh my god.
I'm done. I'm
You're fucking ridiculous, Lop. You're crazy tonight. You are.
This is hilarious, man.
Sheamus and Drew McIntyre versus the Usos. This was a great tag team match. Sheamus and Drew McIntyre, though, as a team, I kind of like it. It'll never happen again. But normally, when you have this many matches against one another, teaming up with each other because you know your strengths and weaknesses and the ins and outs of how you work in that ring, it just works. And it worked tonight. Now, is Drew joining the Brawling Bitches? No.
I hope not.
But this was a good tag match, and I really liked what they did.
It was cool. The circumstances ruined it for me for the most part.
Yeah.
Because like this is just a stupid reasoning, but the match
It was a stupid match, but it was good.
It makes the Usos look weak as all hell.
Yes, it does. I will say that. Yeah.
And I don't know why they kept calling freaking. Dude, I know that's their part of their character, but they keep calling the Usos the best tag team in the world. They're not the best.
They're not. They're not.
They're
far from that. They're far from that. FTR would like to answer the phone.
FTR would definitely like to answer that phone.
Who else can I even say? The Briscoes would like to answer that phone call.
Yeah. Young Bucks, even I'll give the Young Bucks. I hate
Young
them.
Bucks. I was gonna say the Young Bucks, but I didn't want you to get mad.
No, I hate them, but they're better than the Usos are at this point.
Who else?
The Usos are one super kick away from being Carlito and Primo. They are abysmal right
wow.
now.
That's wild. That's absolutely wild.
Well, here's the thing. I don't totally blame him though, because they lose every single match that they're in.
Yeah.
Just like Primo and Echo.
Only time they win, freaking Roman's there.
They're gonna lose every single match until the pay-per-view, and then they're gonna retain.
Yeah,
unless they have the Street Profits just randomly win.
Can I ask you something about the Street Profits? Why the fuck do they always have to get involved in shit that don't involve them? I am sick of the Street Profits right now, guys. I'm sick of them.
Them in there.
I am sick of the Street Profits. I'm sick of them.
They're losing their appeal to me.
I am sick of them.
They got to separate them because both of them are losing their appeal to me, and Montez is like slowly and quickly at the same time becoming like the star out of the group.
I can't stand them. I can't. They need to fucking go away.
They need to bring back their entrance where they used to go up in the crowd.
Even that wouldn't help them, bro. It doesn't help. It doesn't help.
Because
they just don't. They did not need to get involved in this. They get involved in just random situations that don't involve them. And they get every single tag team title opportunity under the fucking sun. They don't need to be in the tag team title hunt every single week.
Break them up.
It's every single feud, Street Profits.
Angelo Dawkins needs. Well, actually, no. Angelo Dawkins can keep the Street Profits promo. Not promo. Character. Montez Ford just needs a bit of a character overhaul, and he's world champion material.
Honestly, the only thing that's keeping Angelo alive right now in this company, and it's sad that I'm even saying this, is the Street Profits character.
They got to do something. I don't know what you do with Angelo. I don't want Angelo to get released. I don't want him to fall between the cracks.
He had the longest tenure in NXT, pretty much.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he was the longest running superstar from the time in developmental to here. It's the longest.
Yeah, I don't.
The only thing that's keeping him alive on the main roster in WWE is the Street Profits character. Montez, he can go flourish singles-wise and do amazing things. But Angelo, it's scary because you can tell that this is not going to be looking good for him.
I just don't want to turn into a Crime Time situation where they break him up and have like 2 bad matches, and then Shad, he had like a solo run for a little bit.
I don't want it to be the Goldust and Cody situation.
That was better than what like Crime Time
Fastlane match.
Yeah,
that Fastlane match was one of the worst matches I have ever seen.
Okay, I understand that. The match itself, yeah, I'm talking about like the breakup in theory.
The breakup, yeah, that made sense for the time being because Cody had to get out of there.
Yeah,
but
the match that was not the best.
That's the whole reason why Cody wanted Dustin for that Double or Nothing show so that they can revive and kind of, take back from what they did all the way back then.
That makes sense.
But yeah, no, the Shad and JTG shit, that was terrible. And it didn't have to be.
That's what they do.
You could have made that good.
Tag team, they take the character from him and they slap some tights on him and say, go out there with this generic Superstar 4 music and wrestle. They did it to Shad and JTG, and both of them ended up falling between the cracks. And they shouldn't have.
They really could have made that good too. They really could have made that good. Shad had a legitimate reason as to why he fucking turned, and they just did not capitalize.
Or
at least they could have had a legitimate reason.
I still think they should have beat Jericho in like, what was that, 2009?
Yep.
They should have beat them because they were having matches every week on SmackDown. I'm like, they actually could have beat them too, and they just never pulled the trick with them. I'll never understand it. Never understand why I didn't put it. Rest in peace, Shad, too. But damn, man.
Yeah.
Never put it. I just don't want the Street Profits.
It frustrates me.
I don't want them to turn into that,
It frustrates me because I like them as individuals. I really do. I love Montez. Angelo is great. But their tag team is just not working right now. And I'm sick and tired of them getting tag team opportunity after tag team opportunity. They've been in the tag team title hunt since January. It's time for fucking new.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
I mean, I understand to a point because there's no tag team division here. There's none. Absolutely none. But it just frustrates me because they've been here since January in this tag team title line. And people are just automatically thinking, oh my God, you hate the Street Profits all of a sudden. Yes, I do hate the Street Profits now because of where they have been since the beginning of the year. Something needs to change.
Yeah, it changed, all right. Separate them. Because there's no longer any direction. Especially since there's one world champion now that you aren't doing well with in the first place, as far as the Usos go. So
yeah. Now, yes, that loses another tag team in a worthless tag team division. But what else are they supposed to fucking do at this point? They've run their course.
Their only hope is if they separate the titles again. That's their only hope.
Yes.
And I'm not even sure if they're going to do that right now. So you got some time.
Yeah, but Raw has no tag team division, and so does SmackDown.
Yeah.
I named you the 4 tag teams that I thought of on both brands.
I don't know why they just don't pick up tag teams from NXT like they're not just sitting there waiting.
If I could only think of 4 tag teams out of the entire WWE for the main roster, that's a fucking problem. And nobody seems to be addressing it other than us right here. And JD. I mean, we all know JD.
But
all they gotta do is go to NXT. That's all they have to do. They're right there. There's at least 6 male and female tag teams that are just sitting there and losing traction by just sitting in NXT.
Yeah.
They gave Brooks and Jensen the freaking NXT UK Tag Championships like yesterday.
it was Brooks and Jensen.
And that,
Yeah.
Okay.
Why'd you do that? That was
They're not
weird.
even from. Well, wait. Are they from the UK?
No.
I don't know.
They're probably like from fucking Tennessee or something like that, because that's what their characters are like.
I have no idea where they're from. I just thought it was random.
There's some kind of country gimmick. I know they are. It fit them when I saw them the first time.
One of them lost on Tuesday, I think, to Von Wagner. I think.
Fucking Von.
Yeah, Von Wagner. Yep, they sure did. One of them did.
Yeah, Brooks, or I think it was Jensen. And then they just
Fucking
go
Von.
next day in the titles. I was like, okay, cool. Whatever.
All right, guys. So yeah, that was your SmackDown. They're back in the Money in the Bank ladder match after being, taken out of it. That was your SmackDown. It was a terrible SmackDown, but it was a SmackDown nonetheless.
We talked 2 hours about SmackDown and then just now getting the AEW Rampage. What have we been doing, bro?
We've been ranting at times too, and also Ralph was talking about the juices for like a good 10 minutes.
That is not the issue here.
We were talking about Ralph's shirt at one point, which took like a 20-minute conversation.
Me and Phil arguing about Ricochet and Trey Miguel.
The Ricochet argument.
Freaking juices took over everything though. I'm like, what is happening?
To be completely honest, though, with the way that these notes are when it comes to AEW Rampage, I can't tell you how the match sequence was. All I can tell you was the actual ending and pretty much the winner of it. But if you guys saw Rampage, you guys know exactly how great the match between Andrade and Rey Fenix was. It was fucking fantastic. Rey Fenix makes everything look so fucking easy.
Yeah.
There was a spot in the match though that I do fucking remember, and Lop, I saw you capture it on one of your videos. He was trying to go for the tightrope walk. I don't know if it was Andrade just pulling the ropes at the wrong time or something, or he slipped because of just the sweat on the ropes and everything like that. But he fell hard, and that knee was bothering him for the rest of that match.
Yeah.
He was still
if another person goes down. He was. You're right, Nate. He was. But if another person goes down, and he just came back too from his elbow, AEW can't take this. They can't take this. Or at least for the tag team division. I mean, yes, there are a ton of tag teams. But Penta can't be alone again. Because Penta didn't really have a direction to begin with when he was alone. They turned him dark, and then what happened? We really didn't see him that much. Hope you're okay. Right. Please. And fucking a former Ring of Honor World Champion and Roosh came out, and it was great. It was great to see him. I've been following the guy for years, so it was great to see him.
That's what that was, Roosh?
Roosh, yes. Roosh. His name is Roosh. His name is Roosh, yes.
Okay.
That was the guy that I said that looked like Santos Escobar.
That's the guy that Nate said that looked like Santos Escobar.
Oh,
yes.
man.
Yes. Eddie Kingston cut a fantastic promo on Chris Jericho. He pretty much said, listen,
cowards may die 1,000 deaths, but once I get Chris Jericho inside a steel cage and taste his blood, he's gonna die like one death. So but he's planning on killing Chris Jericho inside Blood and Guts, which is just great.
Yeah, I can't wait until Wednesday. That's about to be lit. I wonder if Batch is going.
He should.
He should.
If not, I'm gonna fucking drag him. I am. I want to see a Blood and Guts match. I'll go to Detroit myself.
For real.
I'll get Panda. I'll get anybody else that lives in Detroit that is a part of the TikTok Russell fam and drag Bash's ass all the way to the fucking arena. We'll have a meet and greet like 5 minutes down the road from the arena. We'll all walk over together. It'll be a great thing. I want to see Blood and Guts.
Apparently, they just said that Jungle Boy is out with an injury.
Well, yeah, he got injured from the concerto.
Okay. Yeah, they said an hour ago, so I'm like, okay.
An hour ago? That was like reported like on Wednesday when that happened.
Well, wrestling news is slow.
WrestlingNews.co. Yeah. You're kind of late to the party there, Wrestling News. That was like last week. That was last week when they lost the tag titles. The hell? Now? Oh my God, Wrestling News. You're okay. This was a very interesting tag match though, as Mercedes Martinez and Serena Deeb, they defeated the team of Sierra and Lonnie Luck.
Oh yeah, so
or Lady Luck.
They asked me about that too. So apparently Sierra is a local independent wrestler from some company here in Wisconsin.
Okay.
So the crowd was like cheering like crazy for her. And also the same with Laney Luck. She's an independent wrestler, not only here in Wisconsin, but for other companies as well. Laney Luck was actually at the last AEW show that was here in Milwaukee last year.
Okay.
So
this was really just about a one-upment type of showing for Mercedes and Serena. This is interesting because it kind of involves the Ring of Honor Women's World Championship. You give me that match for that title, I'm all for it. But for the love of God, please don't let it be on AEW soil. Don't. Because I remember the last time we saw a Ring of Honor Women's Championship match on AEW soil. It was not good. Do you guys remember that match I'm talking about? Or does anybody in the chat know?
Well, say that again.
I don't know.
The last Ring of Honor Women's World Championship match that we saw on AEW? Do you remember that at all?
Oh, on AEW Ring of
Yeah.
Honor.
It involves an amazing person from Impact.
It was Mercedes Martinez and was it Willow?
Brock?
It was Deonna, yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
Deonna Purrazzo.
And it sucked. Not because of the work rate between those two ladies. They were great. But the way they were slotted on the card and everything, the crowd was completely out of it and nobody cared for it. Don't put it on AEW. The next Ring of Honor show that Tony Khan is planning, because I know Tony's planning for another Ring of Honor show soon, you put it there. Because people will care about it if it's on Ring of Honor. Serena Deeb and Mercedes Martinez can have a great match. But you do it for that title on that spectrum. You can build the feud in AEW. That's fine, because Ring of Honor doesn't have a TV deal right now. That's fine. But you put that Ring of Honor World Title match on Ring of Honor at their next show. That's how I do it. But we'll see. Just makes the most sense to put it there, and not AEW. But we'll see where that goes. Hook defeated the DKC.
Hooky.
That's my man.
Man, yo, so when I was there live, bro, they introduced Hook. Of course, I was.
You were legitimately the only person booing for Hook.
Yeah, I was like standing up, booing the crap out of him. I feel good. Anyway, what was the guy named? GKC.
The DKC, yep.
DKC. So when they when the announcer's like, yeah, standing in the other corner.
Say it with your chest, Dasha.
DKC. And I was like, let's go DKC.
DKC.
Yeah. So DKC got his couple hits in, and then Hook just took over. I was like,
he did. He got some shots in there, but
I'm like, okay, DKC. And then
but Hook is Hook, and Hook is just gonna hook. Hook is just gonna hook, and he's just gonna hook the leg 1, 2, 3, and it's done.
That's the real wrecking everyone and leave. That's my man.
Wreck everyone and leave. That's it. Yes.
That's Hooky.
I was about to say,
See, Hook is lost tribal chief.
I guess I gotta upload that entrance video for you guys on TikTok. I guess.
Hook is lost tribal chief. Yep.
He's just the best at everything.
He's the best there is.
Who have he wrestled?
DC.
It doesn't matter.
It
doesn't matter. He's just wrestled.
No. It does matter. Who have he wrestled, Loft?
DCP, whatever the hell.
DKC. He just wrestled DKC.
Besides that,
he just wrestled DKC. He wrestled QT Marshall at one point. Yeah. He wrestled Aaron Solo at one point.
Aaron Solo.
Yeah.
Aaron Solo.
He wrestled Danhausen. He wrestled Danhausen at one point.
Danhausen.
The man's a fucking beast. I don't know what you want me to say.
Nese.
He wrestled Tony Nese.
Tony Nese get busy, so
I know Tony Nese is alright, but like, bruh, when is he gonna start wrestling Sammy Guevara? Freaking who else?
It's not time for that yet.
Rey Fenix.
It's not time for that yet.
When is he gonna get? Because you know he gonna get destroyed when he start wrestling these dudes,
bro. When Hook fights Omega,
it's not time for that yet.
I was about to say when he start wrestling Warlow, and Warlow just powerbomb him like 16 times.
See, listen. We don't normally highlight comments anymore, but Corbin knows what the fuck is up. It's Hook all the way.
Hey, Corbin, you see, me and you was cool at the beginning of the show. Now, ban this man. Ban this man, Phil.
I'm not banning Corbin. Corbin's an OG in the chat. I can't ban a mod. Wait, are you a mod, Corbin? You should be.
Oh, well, ban yourself for that. Listen, so bro.
If not, Corbin, I'll make you a mod at some point because you definitely should be. You've been here since day one.
I thought he was.
But if he is, then you're a fantastic human being. Even if you weren't, you're still fantastic because you love Hook.
Oh my god.
But look, Hook is just the greatest of all time. There's nothing you can say that will dispute it for me and Loft and Suplex.
Thank you, Marquise. Thank you, Marquise, for saying that.
Listen, Marquise. I thought you and I were bros.
I believe he is too, Marquise. Bro, like I said, once Hook start actually wrestling actual wrestlers. He's going to get freaking destroyed. And when
Yeah,
he
but who
does,
says he
I'm
has to
coming,
do that right now?
bro. Phil,
He
I'm
is
coming
9-0.
directly at you, Loft. I'm coming directly at you, Saul. I know you're gonna be watching this too. I'm coming directly at you. Who else? I think 1C. I'm coming directly at you. Suplex. I don't know if Suplex watched the podcast, but if he does,
Listen.
I'm
Tyler's my
coming
boy.
directly
You
at
don't go
you.
after Tyler like this, okay?
No, forget
Listen.
that, bro. Nah, forget that. Man, I'm coming at everybody who's a Hook fan, bro. If you a Hook fan, if you even say the word Hook, like it don't even have to have to be involved with the AEW version.
Listen. Nate, the man is 7-0 in 2022. The man is 9-0 in his entire career. The man is just a fucking beast, and I don't care.
Who have he wrestled? That's the problem, bro. Other than freaking Tony Nese, he haven't wrestled nobody. That's the thing.
Listen,
That's what I'm trying to point out.
Listen, don't knock on my man Tony, okay? Listen, Tony's great.
Like the fact that AEW is allowing a kid to whoop up on these folks is absolutely mind blowing. I feel like Kevin Owens trying to figure out Elias. Like, what in the world is going on, bro?
Yeah.
Listen, don't mess with my man Tony, okay? Tony's niece is 16-3, okay?
That's nuts.
Tony Nese is
16-3.
Tony Nese is 16-3 in his career here in AEW. Okay,
That's a record for Tony Nese.
Don't mess with Tony. Okay,
that's a nut ass record for Tony.
One of his 3 losses just happened to be Hook. I don't know what you want me to say.
I'm done. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. I'm done. We're gonna keep moving.
Then we got to Jeff Cobb, or apparently in everybody else's minds, like just another Samoan when he's Hawaiian.
The Hawaiian Rhino.
That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
The man is so talented, and you're comparing him. And I'm not saying that Rhino isn't, but you're comparing him to Rhino.
No, I'm not comparing him to Rhino. I'm just calling him the Hawaiian. That's the same thing that I like, bro. The same way that I call Powerhouse Hobbs the generic Big E.
I was just about to mention the Powerhouse and Big E shit because.
Oh yeah, I yelled that out too when he came out because they came out during AEW Dark, and I was like generic Big E. Everybody looked at me crazy, and I was like, nah, that's just what I call him. Don't worry about it. Don't beat me up. I'm all right. So.
Yo, people are going to kick your ass, bro.
Generic Big E. So yeah.
That's crazy.
He's been calling him that like since the beginning of Powerhouse's career.
Oh yeah, I got the video of that too. I gotta upload that one too. I got a whole bunch of other videos that I gotta upload. I just haven't had the time. So.
But in all honesty, though, Jeff Cobb is fucking fantastic. The man is great in the ring against Cash Wheeler. It was a fantastic match between 2 guys. Listen, Jeff Cobb is actually, believe it or not, he's more known for his single stuff. Okay, but he's been in this tag team with the United Empire with Great O'Khan, and he's been doing great things. He's one half of the IWGP Tag Team Champions for a reason. But this was a great match. Everything about this just showed why Jeff Cobb is going to be a great asset here for the time being that he at least is here. Cash Wheeler got attacked by the Great O'Khan after the match. Thus prompting out an entire all-out brawl between pretty much every member of the tag team title match at Forbidden Door.
That was fantastic. Watching it live, I'm like, oh my god, bro! Because
Eddie Kingston had a fucking pen and was trying to stab the eye out of Chris Jericho. It was everything about it.
FTR are going to be your new IWGP Tag Team Champions. That's the reason why Jeff Cobb won this match here tonight. I'm predicting that match right now. Like, the FTR are going to become the Tag Team Champions. This is just a great match. I loved everything about Jeff Cobb's singles debut here in AEW. I did. It was great.
Yeah, for me, seeing Jeff Cobb for the first time, like I said, my man was agile. Like I ain't never seen him wrestle before because I don't watch New Japan, but from what I saw, I was impressed. That finishing move, oh my God, bro!
Yes.
The
Tour of the Islands is great.
He swung his body to the side. Like
I gotta use that sound. You just gave me that idea. I'm using that. Listen, I am using that. I got it. You just gave that to me. Thank you.
Hilarious.
I needed something. I needed content for tomorrow. So
to the side. And that's how you did it. But yeah, anyway, but
I needed content for tomorrow. Thank you. My God, that was
you're
great.
welcome, Phil. You're welcome. That's what I'm here for. But yeah. But yeah, man. That match was good, and then like I said, just ending it with a brawl because we got to see 2 brawls that night, and it all happened within an hour of themselves.
Yeah.
So like it was fantastic because we just saw like a whole brawl on Dynamite, and then we saw another brawl just happen at the end of Rampage. I'm like, oh my God, bro.
Did any brawls happen during the Dark Elevation tapings or not?
Nah, they saved them all for Dynamite and Rampage. Freaking Orange Cassidy coming out, throwing his jacket and completely missing. Like that was hilarious.
That was. Oh, how'd you like seeing that Stun Dog Millionaire on Will Ospreay?
Oh my God, yo, that was wild. Bro, I swear I jumped out my seat when he hit that move. I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right. I'm like, it's a lot of counters going on. Then he just hit that. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, yo, bro. I stood up and like clapped. I was like,
good.
Bro, that's my guy. That's my guy. Freshly squeezed. Man,
they're gonna kill it at Forbidden Door, guys. I'm telling you right now, that's gonna be like a sleeper match. People think that Orange Cassidy is ass and that he's not gonna be able to hold a candle to Will Ospreay. That match is gonna kill it on Sunday. I can't wait for that shit.
Yes, sir.
If you guys have not seen Will Ospreay in a fucking match, you're in for a treat.
Oh man.
All right, that's it. Did not expect this to go that long, but then again, when you're talking about Max Dupree and his stuff that he said,
Juices, Phil.
Yo, stop.
Laugh can say it.
Stop.
That's what
Please
we talking
stop.
about.
Please stop. Please.
You're gonna say it, you better say it right.
Oh my God, bro.
When you talk about an old school video game for like 20 minutes because of Loft shirt, you see everything involves Loft tonight. Loft started an argument with me tonight. We talked about an old video game.
Damn it.
No, you fucking started it too. So we talked about an old video game, Ricochet business, and obviously the juices. It takes 2 hours of the show apparently, and then it only took 15 minutes, pretty much 20 minutes, for the Rampage part because the notes just don't give Rampage the type of credit, and they only just give the spoilers for match results. Corbin, that is a crazy sentence.
I love Juice.
I love Juice too. Yo,
I was about to say, you talking about the movie Juice with Tupac or
I love
Juice Robinson? You guys can talk about Juice Robinson.
You talking about Orange Cassidy?
You want to see my Juice? Hold on.
Oh,
I
whoa,
don't know.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
No, hold on, wait. No, stay right there. Hold on.
Well, no.
Stay
Hey,
right there. Hold on.
Phil, take him out. Phil, take
No,
him out.
no, don't do it. No, you better not, Phil. Phil, you better not.
I know what's good for me, and if I kick him out of the chat right now, he would come to Connecticut just to kick my ass, resurrect me, and then kick my ass again.
After past
So
words,
no,
I'll shut this whole thing down.
he would come to Connecticut just to kill me, then resurrect me, then kill me again. I am not doing that.
I was trying to show y'all my juice. Look.
No, stop.
Look,
See?
I'm just trying to
See?
look. See?
Look.
That's not
Look.
juice. Bro, that's not juice. That's lemonade.
It ain't
That's
water.
orange juice.
It's juice, bro.
That looks like orange juice to me.
It say juice on it somewhere, don't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it says Simply Orange Juice Company. Yeah.
See,
Look.
I knew it was fucking orange juice. Look.
Simply Orange Juice Company.
It's juice.
Look. See?
Juice.
Juice.
That's it.
I mean, there you go. Thank you guys so much for joining us here on Outside the Brand. This was episode 204. We are going to be on episode 205 Sunday. Sunday is episode 205 because we will be doing our Forbidden Door predictions before the show. And then obviously Forbidden Door happens later on that night. And then Tuesday's talk, we will be having our Forbidden Door pay-per-view review. Because it's going to be a long night. Even though there's only 10 matches, it's an AEW pay-per-view, so it does take long. I thought Lof's doing his dances. I thought he was about to do the gritty on me, but if you want to do the gritty, you could. You can't do the gritty? You can't do the gritty?
I'm going to practice. I don't know to do it.
Listen, just watch Justin Jefferson. You're good to go once you watch Justin Jefferson.
Just watch Kofi, all right?
Or Kofi.
Practice.
Justin Jefferson, though, he does it the best out of everybody. But yeah, Forbidden Door predictions on Sunday. Then Tuesday's talk will be our review. And yeah, this will be a long week, mainly because Forbidden Door on Sunday. Then we have to get through the week because that is the final go-home shows for Money in the Bank. And then Money in the Bank is that coming Saturday. So we'll have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday.
Sunday, Monday.
And Saturday again.
Love the where I was going with it.
I saw Nate smile.
You guys are going to have 7 live streams this week.
7?
Yeah.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Because Sunday for the predictions, so that's 1. Monday Night Raw. Tuesday for the review, so that's 3. Wednesday Dynamite. Friday for AEW and Friday Night SmackDown. And then Saturday for the for Money in the Bank preview and predictions. And then if Sunday we can do the review because it's not a Sunday pay-per-view. So that's actually 8. My God. It's gonna be a long week, folks. Get ready. Hope you have your juices.
Oh God! Oh my God! Please make it stop, bro. End the podcast now.
Drink your juice. Drink it. Yeah. Look at Love. The fucking stud. He's a fucking stud. Look at him. Look at that face. Look at him. Look at him.
I'm gonna tell Saul.
He is a stud.
Podcast. Be like,
he is a freaking stud.
Hey, Saul,
drink your juice. Drink it. Drink it with a smile on your face.
Like, Saul, just watch the podcast. Be like, some weird stuff happened. But I know you're into weird stuff, so watch.
Hey, listen. At the end of the day, it was Max Dupree's fault. Or Max Dupree.
Max.
Because he was the one that said, the juices. Okay. Thank you guys. We love you. We appreciate you. 8 live streams coming to you this coming week. See you guys in the next one. Drink your juices, take care of your socks, and have a good rest of the weekend. We'll see you. We're not the ones this time. We got to figure out something different because we all hate Roman Reigns now.
Oh wow, okay.
Well, no, we could be the ones because we're all like we're
No,
all
we
in
are.
together and
They
everything
are.
like that.
We
We are the ones. Yes, we are the ones. So we can
We
still do the
are.
ones.
Yeah.
We can still do the ones because we are the ones, not fucking them. The bloodline fucking suck.
Y'all
These are
tell
the
y'all
ones that they
aunties
can
to
have.
stop texting my phone. I'm not going
Oh
on a
my
date with her
god,
this week. Maybe
the
next week.
aunties again. You
I'm not
need to
going on
stop.
a
You
call.
need to. You
Starting
need to
next
call
week.
your aunties. You need to
Sorry,
call
stop
your
texting.
aunties. Tell Locke stop because Locke can't date every single one of them. We the ones. Good night, y'all.